I'm Dave Anderson. Get local weather from local people on CBS3.
Tonight, charges filed. We have the latest from the courtroom where a man is charged in connection to a Duluth synagogue fire.
Plus, notice to strike filed. That's latest as the Minnesota Nurses Union and St. Luke's continue to be at odds over contract conditions.
And the people who protect and serve are now getting some much-needed equipment upgrades.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. We're learning tonight the man suspected of causing the fire that burned down a Duluth synagogue to the ground spit on the flames to try and put them out.
Those details coming to light after Matthew Amiot's first court appearance this morning. The 36-year-old was formally charged with negligent fire in connection to the blaze at Adas, Israel last Monday. That's a lesser charge than the first-degree arson police recommended.
CBS 3's John Cardinelli joins us with the new details on the case. John.
Kristen, Tony, while police said at a news conference yesterday that they have no reason to believe this was a hate crime, at this point, today we learned a lot more about how and where the fire started. According to court documents, Amiot is seen walking behind the synagogue just before 2:15 Monday morning. Police say Amiot allegedly lit a variety of combustible materials on fire with a lighter and a small alcove behind the building. Court documents did not explain what those items were. Shortly after the fire started, police say Amiot can be seen walking away and looking back at the blaze. According to the complaint, Amiot said in a Mirandized statement that he admitted to setting the materials on fire and also said he tried to spit on the fire to put it out. However, in court today, an attorney representing Amiot said Amiot denies all the allegations against him, adding that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Amiot faces 4 years in jail and or $8,000 in fines. His bail is currently set at $20,000.
And John, we mentioned those two lesser charges filed against Amiot. Do we know why he's facing those charges instead of the higher arson charge that police recommended?
You know, Tony, at this time we do not. I did reach out to the St. Louis County Attorney's Office to clarify that, but they said they were not able to comment at this time.
John Cardinelli in the newsroom tonight. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
We're also learning more about how much damage Monday's fire did. According to court documents, the synagogue was destroyed. The value of the building was estimated at $117,000. The loss of the religious artifacts inside comes at a much larger loss, totaling $250,000. Meanwhile, Adas Israel leaders say they're not asking for any donations at this time. For now, the congregation leaders say they're starting the process of exploring how to remove the building. They're just waiting on some testing and permits. In the meantime, the public is asked to stay away from the building as it is unsafe.
The fire department did stabilize it, but it is still a dangerous area. Obviously, there's broken glass, there may be nails, there's splinters of wood. We've done our best to have it cordoned off. People are understandably curious, but we please ask people to stay away from the building.
Congregation leaders say they've been in a variety of places until they find a permanent home. They don't expect to begin that process until spring.
The Minnesota Nurses Association says nurses have filed a strike notice with St. Luke's Hospital. This comes a week after nurses authorized a strike if a contract agreement was not reached. According to the M&A, nurses will hold a one-day strike on October 3rd if an agreement is not reached by 7 a.m. that day. Officials say nurses decide to hold a strike beyond the required 10-day notice to give negotiations more time and dates needed to reach a deal. Negotiators have been meeting for several months and will meet again this Friday. Nurses have been working without a contract since July 1st and rejected an offer last Thursday.
Let's check in now with Dave for a quick look at the weather. Dave, up on the range today, sunny, warm. I got to Canal Park and it was cold. Had to put my jacket on.
Yeah, cold and gray and dense fog abounds because of the warmer air clashing with the cooler air. And on that note, then, we do have a dense fog advisory for all lakeside communities through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning's commute could be a bit hairy with reduced visibility, so please be careful. And along with the dense fog coming in, we also have a low pressure system approaching our region. So the inland areas like Ely here that had beautiful blue sky here today could change. There's our day planner for Tuesday in the morning, just a 10% chance of showers, but clouds thickening. Warm, 60. 68 by noon, 20% chance of rain, then a 30% chance of rain tomorrow afternoon. High temp still warmer than normal at 76. How long in September can we hold on to that? I'll show you the 7-day forecast coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Dave. A more than $200,000 grant aims to help protect those who protect us.
The money will help pay for a critical equipment upgrade for the Superior Fire Department. CBS 3's Gabriel Hall spoke to the fire chief, who says the upgrade has been a long time coming.
It's been 15 years since the Superior Fire Department last had a new set of breathing gear. It's an upgrade that Chief Steve Panger says is crucial as the equipment nears the end of its service life. Panger says Superior firefighters use the equipment daily to help them breathe during and after a fire. That's why the department applied for a FEMA grant in October in hopes that they would be able to exchange their outdated air packs and masks for new ones. The department was recently awarded more than $200,000 to help fund the purchase of a new set. Panger expects that equipment to be in their possession by the end of this year.
Safety is always the highest concern. It's a dangerous job, and everyone that works here is concerned about safety. So I think that's the great thing about new equipment as well.
Panger says the $200,000 won't cover the entire cost of the equipment, but it will cover the majority. Whatever amount is left over, the department is prepared to pay out of pocket.
All right, thanks, Camille. Meanwhile, high carbon monoxide levels forced students in Esco to evacuate the school building this morning. According to an email from the district to parents, the CO levels inside the school building were higher than average. Students were taken to St. Matthew's Church across the street. The district says everyone is safe.
If your commute involves using the lift bridge, plan for some delays today and tomorrow. City officials say MnDOT crews will be doing an important inspection update on the aerial lift bridge. The inspection reduced traffic to one lane until 5 o'clock today and will do the same from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow. Both lanes are reopened now and will reopen again after 5 o'clock tomorrow night.
If you're driving through Grand Rapids, you may come across something that'll make you hit the brakes. The city installed a new style of crosswalk aimed at making the area safer for pedestrians. CBS 3's Caitlin Moffett explains how it works.
The city of Grand Rapids installed a new type of crosswalk that they're hoping will make it safer for the public to cross. It's a three-dimensional crosswalk at the intersection on Pokegama Avenue and 9th Street. Created using different colored shapes, it gives the crosswalk a 3D look as drivers head towards it. Now, the 3D effect comes into play when you are heading northbound on Pokegama Avenue. Grand Rapids Public Works spokespeople say they hope this will get drivers' attention and encourage them to slow down.
At the current position especially is it's right next to a park, so we have a lot of students that are crossing the road. So to get the visibility there, to get people aware of the crosswalks and pedestrians was our key reason for installing it.
If this location proves to be safer, then the city will consider other locations for this type of crosswalk.
A man has died after an officer-involved shooting in the Twin Cities. The shooting happened Sunday night in St. Paul. Sources tell our sister station, WCCO, a car hit an officer's vehicle while on patrol. The man reportedly got out of the car with a knife, would not put the knife down. He was then shot and killed. The shooting occurred around 5:50 p.m. and the officer was not injured. In a Facebook post, Police Chief Todd Axtell said, quote, "Tonight is a sad and difficult night for our city. Everyone at your police department is deeply saddened by what happened," end quote. In a statement, St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter called the shooting a tragedy that touches the entire community.
More than 30 General Motor plants are idle today after tens of thousands of United Auto Workers walked off the job in 9 states, including Michigan, in a nationwide strike. More than 48,000 workers are now on the picket lines. The union and GM failed to reach a new labor deal before the old contract expired at midnight Saturday. Workers are asking for better pay and more affordable health care. Now, this comes nearly a full decade after GM filed for bankruptcy. According to the company's previous union contract, GM's hourly auto workers make anywhere from roughly $44,000 to $99,000 a year. Well, the company believes their latest contract offer is competitive. Employees say otherwise.
We stood up for GM when they needed us, and we deserve a fair contract because we've helped make this company what it is.
The automaker made $8.1 billion last year. CEO Mary Barra earned nearly $22 million. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, more concerns over vaping arise, this time surrounding flavored e-cigarettes. We're hearing from experts on what you need to know.
Our warm spell has begun. Duluth's high temp 73 today, hampered by cloud cover to the low 80s further inland. We'll talk about how long weather like this can last coming up after our break.
First six-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra. Step up to GMC and get over $10,000 total value on this next generation Sierra. Visit your Lake Country GMC dealer.
Barker's Island Inn is now hiring, and there's a position just for you. Apply for front desk, housekeeper, bartender, server, cook, and dishwasher. We're hiring great people like you. Call or click for more information and apply today.
When you shop at a locally owned business, your money stays in your community.
I love coming down here, and I want to support the local businesses. I say, hey, come on, it's entertainment, it's a show. And the construction workers are waving and offering to help me in any way they can.
As a proud member of the Clean and Safe team, I love downtown Duluth because it is my downtown.
Jump in a ramp, come down to Superior Street. Everybody's here. We'd all be thrilled to see you.
The heart is still beating down here in the Heart District.
When I went to Aspen Dental, they asked me, what's wrong? I go, I had rotting teeth in my mouth. My fiance hadn't seen me smile in 10 years. I have a child on the way here in the next 5 months. I would like to be able to smile in his first picture when he's born. They said, we can do that. If I would have known that I was going to be 50 times happier with dentures, I would have fixed it before.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to a 90-day denture money-back guarantee. Yes, dentures start at $3.99. And yes, we can help you make picture-perfect moments. Call now or book online at aspendental.com.
When you have an accident, some insurance companies will request photos. At Twin Ports Collision Repair, we are asking you to send us the photos first so we can assess the damage and get you a fair estimate. To learn more, call 218-722-6266.
This is the nimble Chevy Trax, the versatile Chevy Equinox, the stylish all-new Chevy Blazer, and the roomy Chevy Traverse with seating for up to 8. The Chevy family of SUVs. No matter what you're looking for in an SUV, Chevy's got you covered.
Get over $4,500 below MSRP on this Equinox. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Do you think science can answer every question?
Yes, I do.
Science is only good for repeatable phenomena. The most interesting parts of life don't repeat. Ms. Bouchard, please take this. Trust me, you may need it. This is where our beliefs overlap.
Evil premieres Thursday, September 26th.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
All right, last night the sun is setting. I'm rolling out of Alborn, and I'm noticing the harvest moon coming up. It looks gorgeous, so keep driving, looking for some high ground to get a good picture. And I got to Independence finally. Clear sky, good shot, but the moon had risen far enough where it wasn't this beautiful. So thank goodness over in Floodwood, just behind me, John Dahlman got this picture of the harvest moon. If you didn't see it last night, there's a chance you're not going to have such a great shot tonight. Well, because, of course, it is starting to wane, but the clouds are starting to increase. And here in the Twin Ports, we're looking at that dense fog advisory in effect through tomorrow morning. So tomorrow, just a slight chance for some rain coming in with a low-pressure system. But, yeah, the increased clouds from that could keep our sky viewing down for about a day and a half. Right now, it's not so bad. Partly sunny here in the Twin Ports, partly cloudy further inland. Only 64 over the hill in Duluth, but we had some 80s further inland. Our warm spell is here and maybe with us through Saturday. Maybe by next Sunday we start to cool back into the lower 60s, at least inland. Easterly, southeasterly wind right now is going 13 miles per hour. Relative humidity is 78% and the air pressure 30.01. High temperatures today, well, 83 International Falls, 81 for Hibbing, 58 degrees in Superior, though cooler by the lake, 81 Solon Springs and Hayward, only 56 by the lake in Grand Marais. So temperature-wise, we had some haves and some have-nots here today. And again, that trend may continue for a little while as well, with warm temps inland and a little less so right by the lake. But reasonably calm. A couple of rain chances, yes, but no hurricane chances. Here's Humberto now starting to affect folks in Bermuda. That's where it's feared this hurricane could cause its most trouble here this week. Otherwise, the prevailing westerlies will push it back to sea, and it should not affect the United States. So a nice break for folks from Florida through the Carolinas and perhaps Alabama too. You never know. Sometimes those things cross and cause that state some troubles. High pressure did have us right now today, and that's what brought the sunnier sky. But again, our rain chance comes around as early as tomorrow as low pressure systems from the west approach. Bottom line is tomorrow afternoon we get a 30% chance for rain from these two lows, and it could spill into Wednesday morning before we start to clear up after that and continue to hold on to the warmer temperatures, like I mentioned, through at least Saturday. So we show you the 7-day forecast. Minnesota tonight on the milder side, 57 to 63 for the low temps, perhaps a little bit cooler by the shore in Cook County. Increasing clouds from those approaching lows. For Wisconsin and Michigan, clouds thickening there as well. Low temp 60 to 63. For tomorrow in the afternoon, 30% chance for showers, maybe isolated thunderstorms. High temps in the mid to upper 70s. Not as warm as today, but still not bad. Similar forecast holds true tomorrow for Minnesotans, and now firing up. The extended forecast, yeah, we stay in the 70s through Saturday. And we get the rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, sunshine Thursday, another round of showers and storms Friday, Saturday, then calmer but cooler by next Sunday and Monday.
70s sound good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, even 60s won't be so bad, will they?
Not this time of year. Thanks, Dave.
Concerns about the safety of e-cigarettes are increasing as hundreds of cases of lung disease related to vaping are under investigation.
Now more research is looking at the health effects that it could have on you. CBS's Mark Liverman reports.
Scientists from Yale's School of Medicine are getting the word out about their research on flavored e-cigarettes. Their findings show chemical reactions between the flavor compounds and the liquid nicotine in vaping products.
So what is being added by the manufacturer is not actually the chemical compounds that the users are being exposed to. There are chemical reactions happening in the liquid.
Researchers at Yale showed us the custom vaping machine they built to analyze the chemical makeup of flavors.
Many of these chemicals are known to be inflammatory agents, are known to have toxic effects, but we still have to determine things like what concentration and dose do these inflammatory effects appear.
Researchers say flavors are a big worry because they attract children and teens to start vaping. The Trump administration is moving to ban the sale of flavored e-cigarettes, and many states, including New York, are taking their own steps. Adding to concerns, a new study from researchers at Duke Health. It shows a flavoring ingredient that can potentially cause cancer is found in high levels of e-cigarette liquids and smokeless tobacco products. The chemical called pulegone is in menthol and mint products.
This is really a big health concern for the vapors because they're putting this chemical in much, much higher levels than what is accepted by FDA.
The FDA banned the chemical as a food additive last year.
Lawmakers in New Jersey are pushing for a temporary ban on the sale of all e-cigarettes until more research and information is available on the health effects.
Neil Beersbuzz here with sports in for Kelly Hinseth tonight. Niels, what's going on in sports?
Well, big weekend for a Bulldog football player. Plus, we recap the border battle between the Vikings and the Packers. All this and more right after the break.
Huge sale on select Crestliner models in stock at RJ Sport and Cycle.
We're going above and beyond to get the full story. Asking the tough questions is just part of the job.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. Presidential award-winning service. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler. KohlerToyota.com.
The King's Hawaiian Dinner Roll. Probably the only roll with a fan base.
making these $1.49 King's Hawaiian sliders a no-brainer. You don't even have to think about wanting them. Your body just knows. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's Truck Month in the Northland, where we take on every tough job, any rough terrain, and no matter what comes our way, we keep on trucking. Yeah, we're tougher up here, and there's only one brand of truck built to keep up. During Truck Month, get $10,000 total savings or lease a 2019 F-150 for just $329 a month. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
The Russells travel to swim meets every Saturday. But now, it's Thursday. Good thing they discovered Gain Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze Odor Remover. Gain Flings. Seriously good scent.
Introducing a razor that works differently. The Gillette Skin Guard has a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. The Gillette Skin Guard.
Coming soon to Big Top Chautauqua in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Big Top Chautauqua Fest is happening on Saturday, September 21st. Enjoy unlimited samples of craft brews, food, live music, and Hammerschlagen. Must be 21 to enter. Visit bigtop.org for tickets and a full schedule.
Real steel. Find yours. And find what fuels you. Right now, steel chainsaws start at just $179.95. Or save $50 when you upgrade to the hardworking MS250. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
This is the nimble Chevy Trax, the versatile Chevy Equinox, the stylish all-new Chevy Blazer, and the roomy Chevy Traverse with seating for up to 8. The Chevy family of SUVs. No matter what you're looking for in an SUV, Chevy's got you covered.
Get over $4,500 below MSRP on this Equinox. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
If you've been holding off on Arby's until they serve Hawaiian barbecue sauce dipped crispy chicken on King's Hawaiian sweet rolls for $1.49, then Arby's will see you soon. Arby's, we have the meat.
It was quite the performance from UMD quarterback John Larson on Saturday, and now he's being honored for his work on the field. Larson was named the NSIC Offensive Player of the Week after leading the Bulldogs to a 48-20 win over MSU Moorhead. The junior stuffed the stat sheets with 252 yards through the air with 3 touchdowns plus 104 yards on the ground with another score. Continuing with the Bulldogs, the team stays put at number 13 in the AFCA coaches polls. UMD will host St. Cloud State Saturday at 6:05. In other college football news, a former Gopher head coach has landed a new gig. Jerry Kill has joined the Virginia Tech coaching staff as a special assistant to the head coach. Kill coached the Gophers from 2011 to 2015, taking the team to 3 bowl games in his tenure. He was also named Big Ten Coach of the Year following the 2014 season. It was tight, but for the 5th time in their last 7 tries at Lambeau, the Packers were victorious over the Vikings. They lead the entire game, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Minnesota held Green Bay scoreless after halftime. The Packers' explosive first quarter was the difference on the scoreboard, and with the exception of emerging star running back Delvin Cook running for 154 yards and a touchdown, the Packers' defense was stout, earning Matt LaFleur his first win at Lambeau.
Yeah, they did a great job, man. I mean, we were trying to we stalled a little bit offensively in that second half. Couldn't really get much going, and they were on the grass quite a bit. But to the credit of our guys, they stuck together, and we talk about it. Sometimes we're going to have to face some adversity, and how do we respond in those tough situations? And our guys, they stuck together. They didn't blink, and you know, it was a great team win.
They made life tough for Kirk Cousins, who was just 14 of 32 with a pair of pivotal interceptions.
Today he made a couple mistakes, but you know, the guy made some great throws as well. And you know, the throw to Diggs, he's got all the talent, and we just need to continue to coach him the way that we want him to play. You know, he had some good throws and he had some misses, and you know, the turnover in the end was the worst one.
In the WNBA, not much of a shocker here as Lynx forward Nafisa Collier was named the WNBA Rookie of the Year. Collier averaged 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists per game for Minnesota this season. She is the 4th Lynx player to receive the award, joining the likes of Maya Moore and Simone Augustus. Collier also was a unanimous choice for the All-Rookie team. And not the season for the Lynx, but I mentioned Maya Moore. She might be back next year, so that might elevate them to have a better season next year.
Could.
It could.
It could.
That's right.
Thanks, Dale.
Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, attacks on a pair of Saudi oil facilities are threatening to send global fuel prices soaring. How much higher and for how long remain to be seen. The attacks reportedly cut Saudi Arabia's production capability in half. And if the kingdom is unable to quickly get the facilities back online, drivers will likely pay more at the pump. We'll have more on this tonight at 10.
A 3-year project to build the world's longest Viking bridge using the tools and methods that they would have employed 1,000 years ago has finally been completed in Denmark. The nearly half-mile-long bridge is located at a historical Viking settlement. Over 1,000 craftspeople, school children, and volunteers were involved in building the bridge at the same site where 48 Viking graves were discovered back in 2006. The new bridge connects a Viking museum with the archaeological sites where Vikings' remains have previously been discovered and will be open to the public year-round.
That's pretty cool. I have to plan a trip to Denmark.
Yeah, head on out to Denmark real quick.
All right, Dave. Kind of chilly in the Duluth area, but elsewhere.
Warmer inland, yeah. That's a trend that could continue for much of the week ahead. Cooler by the lake and very summery inland. And the clash of the two zones could help fuel, along with a low pressure system coming, a little bit of rain here Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday morning. We've got 30% shots for showers and thunderstorms. High temps mid to upper 70s, close to 80 inland. A hair cooler by the lake during those 2 days, but then perhaps we all bask in the glory of sunshine on Thursday with a Twin Ports high of 77, so it won't stay cooler by the lake the entire time. We should hold on to 70s through Saturday. After another round of rain Friday and Saturday, though, it looks like the sun will come back, and the price we pay for that return is to drop our temperatures back into the 60s.
That's not bad, though.
But that's still not too bad either.
High 60s and...
High 60s is normal for this time of year, so we'll be warmer than normal from now through Saturday.
All right. I mean, I won't
Not
complain
gonna
about that. All right. Thanks, Dave. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you back here at 10.